Wow, they have managing moderators. Okay, cool. Just going to send this out to a client real quick. All right. All right, this is let me turn on this light here. No, mofo. Okay. This is episode 296. Genius Take the Wheel. I know that it's been a while since I have streamed on this channel. I let you guys know in the episodes that preceded this one that I was going on vacation and I had a plan. Excuse me. I had a plan to hit my goals for the end of this year. You know, last year I exceeded my goals, and this year I wanted to at least meet my goals of a 500-pound deadlift. And unfortunately, I got sick on the last day of the vacation, the last concert on the boat. Super windy, unseasonably cool temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico. And the cold got me, and I failed to manage the post-nasal drip, and the head cold turned into a severe chest cold, and I have been fighting to keep it from turning into full blown pneumonia or what's that other condition? Bronchitis. So I had to make some tough decisions managing my body for the last few months and the last few weeks, excuse me. And, you know, knowing, you know, I came back and I really wasn't good enough to train, it kind of killed me. And the longer that time went on without me being able to train, the worse I felt about myself, and the more that I worried about losing muscle and having to deal with severe delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. You know, I was contagious for probably like the first 5 days, but I haven't been contagious. But I didn't want to end up making myself unhealthy from trying to force my body to work hard while my immune system has been working to clear the mucus from my chest and esophagus. It's really not fun to sit around when you want to train and you've got goals. And I could tell you that it was really starting to get to me mentally, to where I started to get a little bit too comfortable with not training and to find excuses not to train. These 3+ weeks of not training at all is the longest amount of time that I've gone without training since my father was still alive. That was almost 2 years ago. And even though I had a lot of psychological problems adhering to my upper body program over the summer, I still hit every leg day faithfully all throughout the summer, when mentally I really wasn't into it. And so now, you know, being a month, I think the last leg day I did was the day before we flew out to Miami That was November 7th. That was, over a month ago was the last time I did a leg day. So I've been kind of afraid of I've been kind of afraid of what that discomfort was going to be. But I knew I could not go any longer. And even though I'm still taking Mucinex multiple times a day, at least twice a day, I felt like I was ready to go. And so the miscalculation might have been slight because you could probably hear it in my voice. My chest still kind of feels a little congested and heavy, but I really wanted to do the smart thing and not overdo it. So coming off the illness and coming off of a month of really no training, I really wanted to make sure that I could kind of remind myself that I'm still capable, which was really important, but not go so hard that it would cause me to become debilitated for multiple days afterwards. Super important for me not to put myself in a position where I try to undo a month of no work and then think that I was just going to, you know, pick up where I left off. It's just too much downtime. And it really does make me feel bad about myself. I had a plan to get to a certain level and I failed to get to that level. And it's really not a good feeling mentally.
They're
No.
closed.
Huh?
They were both closed.
Is there a better place for us to go to the west?
They may not be open.
Like any of the grocery stores?
They don't sell them at the grocery stores. They're like the literal lotto newsstand that's outside that sells snacks. Um, so yeah.
All right. Well, let's
Try
see if we
tomorrow.
can find a place on the way. Because we're on 8th Avenue right now. So yeah. So, I really don't feel very good about myself right now. And I know that I'm not going to hit my goal, but I I have to be honest with myself about, can and cannot do right now. And I have to just kind of go with what my body will allow me to do right now. And so, can I get to a 450-pound deadlift? It's possible. Um, I want to uh, I really want to not let this derail my mentality and just go for whatever my body has to give. I tried very hard to stay healthy and I was not able to do that. And I had to make some hard choices to make sure that I stayed safe so I didn't cause a much worse reality for myself. Um, so I am going to just do what I can. I'm going to see how my legs feel tomorrow. Maybe I might do some chest work. And do a little bit of pull, and then see how my body reacts to, a medium, maybe like a 315 deadlift or something like that. Just kind of see how my body, or maybe I might, if I feel really good on Sunday, I might even try for some singles at 405 just to kind of feel the to kind of like feel like I could get back there again, at least where I was before the illness and the trip. So, this is not the most, bright and cheery version of this live stream, but there are going to be unforeseen occurrences that befall us all. All of us are subject to the ebbs and flows of life. And so you can't really judge yourself too harshly. You do the best that you can. And, maybe, I will be dealing with some deadlifts that might, maybe I might be able to hit some deadlifts for 405 that are, for hypertrophy, and then I'll get more than 500 on the deadlift at the end of 2026, I believe. So I'm not going to let this make me feel bad about myself. I'm just going to continue to do the best that I can with what I have and continue to keep trying to move forward from wherever I am at any point in time. And that's the mindset that you have to have. There are always going to be things that are going to kind of get in the way, but you can let it defeat you, or you can continue to keep pushing. That 500-pound deadlift would have been awesome, but the real thing that I'm looking for is I'm looking for
Where are you going? These grocery stores don't do it.
Yeah, I might put the car and then maybe look around the
No, I know,
surrounding
but
blocks.
I'm saying, like, I've already done that. I know our neighborhood, and they don't do that. There's one newsstand, he might be close, though, that's near the hospital.
58th.
I've
Gotcha.
already scouted our neighborhood.
All right, well, I'm gonna at least go over there just in case. I think there's a drawing tonight. So
It is what it is.
yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can stop at one of these spots and then see if I can get out. And you said 50.
He's on this side, sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. But I do want to go back that way on 59th Street. Definitely. I thought he was leaving. All right. I'm gonna see if I can just kind of. Thank you for being thirsty. So thirsty, guy. Very, very thirsty. All right, yeah. So, You know, that's pretty much what I have to offer for today. I'm just glad I got back in the gym. I actually exceeded my expectations for strength output today and force output. My movement patterns were very good. And that's basically it. Like, I'm just trying to get myself mentally back in the game so that I can be consistent going forward. But again, you know, we're back in the saddle. We're back doing what we can do, and just gonna try my best. That's it, and that's all I want you guys to do is try your best, get to where you can get, and even if you have to push your goals off a little bit further out, don't quit on your goals. That's the most important thing. And that's what I got to say to you today. And I'm hoping that you guys will be easy and look for me to be back on Sunday. So until then, signing off.